A tough and fearless competitor whose passion for the Oregon State Beavers lives on. Beaver fans will always know him as the Mad Dog. Jack Obilovich was as memorable for his fiery personality and passion for the orange and black as for his actual exploits on the field. Jack Obilovich was a tough man from a tough town, Butte, Montana. Obilovich was recruited by Tommy Prothro, the Oregon State coach, with an eye for hard-nosed players. Jack became the anchor of the defense of Prothro's greatest OSU team, the 1964 team that finished 8th in the nation and faced Michigan in the Rose Bowl. His grit and work ethic earned Obilovich all APC 8 All-Coast honors, and his glowering visage was chosen to cover the 1965 official college football record book. Jack would play in both the Hula Bowl and the East-West Shrine game before graduating with a degree in forestry. Obilovich played professional football in the NFL and Canada before returning to Oregon, where he became OSU's most vocal fan. He would enjoy watching his son Tony following in his footsteps in the early 90s, becoming a Beaver captain and also playing in the pros. Jack and Tommy Prothro were two of a kind. No nonsense, all business. Prothro called Obilovich the toughest football player that he had ever coached. That would be the ultimate compliment in Jack's eyes. He kept all sorts of memorabilia from his OSU years, including the simply worded, typed motivational notes that Prothro gave to every player before games. Jack Obilovich left us too early, but fittingly, his ashes were spread on the practice turf at Prothro Field, his favorite place in the world. The Mad Dog, still a big part of Beaver football. Would you welcome Jack's son, Tony? Now tell us about your dad. What did Oregon State mean to your father?
Everything. I mean, it was kind of his crown jewel and achievement in life, I think, a little bit next to, obviously, family and kids. But, you know, it's the place that he was able to get to that, you know, coming out of Butte, Montana, like we heard about earlier, is a tough place. It was a very tough town, and to get to to get a scholarship under a great coach like Tommy Prothro, I think was a great accomplishment to him. So Oregon State was very important to him.
Did he like the tag Mad Dog?
Yeah, I think he was very proud of that. You know, it was something he earned through his gritty play. You know, it was very indicative of the town he came from. It's what made him tough, and I think he, as you watched him play on the field, that came through.
His play in the 1965 Rose Bowl game, that was very famous. What did he tell you about that, or what do you know about that game?
Actually, what was neat about that is I had never seen him play. And when I was in college in, I think it was 1992, my junior year, Hal Cowan, at the time down at Oregon State, longtime guy down there, he had found the Rose Bowl video. And so all these years, you know, I heard from the old man how, you know, you hear from people coming up to him how good he was and the Mad Dog and the nickname and all that. And I thought what was interesting is finally I got this tape and I took it home. I drove back home to Portland and I watched it with him. And it was the first time I ever saw him play. And, you know, he never chimed up much or anything like that, but after 15 tackles in the game, you know, you'd kind of get the That was pretty good, wasn't it? So, yeah, he wasn't blowing smoke for all those years.
He was a tough dude, no doubt about that.
Let me tell you. One of the things that I wanted to say is my father unfortunately died before he had a chance to meet any of my children or Johnny's children. And so I dedicate this to Johnny and my children who never got the opportunity to meet my father.
Well, it's time.
Thank you.
You can show the kids this.
Yeah.
Long time in coming. Jack Obilovich, now in the Oregon Sports Hall of Fame.
Thank you, sir.
Way to go, Tony.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you.